Here what we are doing is we are trying to graph the function y equals 4 to the x minus 2 using the transformations. Then we are going to find the inverse of this function, and we are going to graph the inverse as well using the transformations. So we are going to graph two functions. One is this, the other is the inverse. So first let's go ahead and find the inverse of this function. You want to find the inverse. In the previous class, college algebra, you must have studied. The method is called switch solve method. It is used to find the inverse of any function. So the first step involves switching x and y, or swapping out x and y. So you get x equals 4 to the y minus 2. The second step involves trying to isolate y. So you add 2 on both sides. So x plus 2 is 4 to the y. You apply log to the base 4. Then what happens is you're going to get log base 4. So now because the bases are the same, you cancel out the bases, you cancel out the logs, so you get y is going to be log x plus 2 to the base 4. Or in other words, this is an exponential equation. When you want to write the log equation, you get this as a log equation. So what you want to do is you want to really graph this function, and you want to graph this function using transformation. Now let's go ahead and graph them. I mean, this is a rough sketch, so don't hold me to the grid. So what is going to happen is, let me get everything on screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's put 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's go ahead this. Now this is my grid. So now if you're looking at y equals 4 to the x, here the basic function or the parent function is y equals 4x. So now if you're moving the graph down by 2 units because you're subtracting 2. So the graph of y equals 4x would have been like, if you really graph x and 4 to the x, when x is 0 you get 1, when x is 1 you get 4, when x is 2 you get 16, and so on. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So when x is 0 you get 1, when x is 1 you get 4, when x is 2 you get 16. So the graph is going to be somewhere like this. Okay, the rough sketch. This is y equals 4x, but 4x minus 2 means you're moving the graph down by 2 units. So that means your y-intercept will move 2 units down, so 0 and negative 1. Then your horizontal asymptote will move 2 units down, so it is a 2. So this is going to be your new horizontal asymptote. So when you graph this, you're going to get a function like this. So this is going to be y equals 4 to the x minus 2. Okay, so that's how you graph the function y equals 4 to the x minus 2 using transformation. Now let's go ahead and graph y equals, I'm just thinking whether I have a different colored pen or not. Y equals log x plus 2 to the base 4. Here the plus 2 is inside the function, so which means you're really moving graph to the left by 2 units. Now the basic function or the parent function here, basic function is y equals log x to the base 4. So now when you really put it down, you get an x and a y. The domain for any log function is between 0 and 1. So when x is 0, the log function is undefined. When x is 1, the log function is 0. When the x is 4, the log function is 1. Well, I'm making it up. When x is 16, the log function is 2, and so on. So that means when x is 0, it is undefined. When x is 1, you get 0. When x is 4, you get 2, 1, 2. When x is 1, it is 0. Okay, when 1, 2, 3, 4. So at 4, it is going to be a 2 here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and a 16. At 6, it is going to be a 2 here. it is a 2, so that's going to be somewhere here. So the graph of this function is going to be approximately like this. This is a graph of y equals log x to the base 4. Now to get the function of this, you should move the graph to the left by 2 units. So which means what? Your asymptote will move 2 units. So instead of y-axis being a vertical asymptote, your asymptote is going to be -2 here. Now your x-intercept will also move 2 units. So instead of being +1, it will be -1. So your graph is going to be approximately, the rough sketch of the graph is going to be this. So this is going to be your y equals log x plus 2 to the base 4. So this is your log function after transformation, and this is your exponential function after the transformation. I hope this is clear. If you have any questions, please email me. Take care. Bye.